show the way. Life's what you make it. Oh, life's what you make it. Oh, it's yours for the taking. Gonna write your own song, all the world will sing along. When you find your melody, we'll join in harmony. Oh, life's what you make it. Life's what you make it.
100 days with laying in the yard, staring up at stars, wondering where all the planes went. It would be you and only you. We might not have forever, no time for taking chances. It would be you and always you. And when the lights go out, we'll just keep on dancing in the dark. 'Cause if the world has got to end, you might as well just end up in my arms.
We'll leave on the news until the broadcast stops broadcasting. Just making dreams instead of plans while the record player's blasting. It will be you
And always you. We might not have forever, no time for taking chances. It will be you and always you. And when the lights go out, we'll just keep on dancing in the dark. If the world has got to end, you might as well just end up in my arms. If the sky turns black,
if the markets crash.
you should check your mom's house. Then you should come back. You should when it all goes down, I want you by my side. We could stay up to the last sunrise. We could stay up. We could stay up until the last sunrise. Until the last sunrise. It would be you
It would be you,
and only you.
only you.
We might not have forever, no time for taking chances. It would be you and always you. And when the lights go out, we'll just keep on dancing in the dark. 'Cause if the world has got to end, you might as well just end up in my arms. In my arms.
How nice it'd be if we could try everything. I'm serious, let's make a list and just begin. What about danger? So what about risk? Let's climb this mountain before we cross that bridge. 'Cause I'm restless, I'm restless, I'm restless. For whatever
feels like sinking when I'm standing in one place. So I look to the future and I book another flight.
Ladies and gentlemen, if we can take your seats, we'll be getting started in about 2 minutes.
I've learned to travel light, but I wanna be here, truly be here, to watch the ones that I love bloom, and I wanna make room to love them through and through and through and through the slow and barren seasons too. I feel hope deep in my bones. Tomorrow will be beautiful. I'm ready, God, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready, restless and hungry. I'm ready for whatever comes next.
Well, good evening. Welcome to the graduation of the Northside Fire Academy Class 2301. It's been a long road for the past 18 weeks, but we are glad we're here, and we're glad you are here to share it with us. Will you please stand for the posting of the colors, the Pledge of Allegiance.
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Left face. Forward, march. Ready, front.
Recruits at ease, have a seat. Ladies and gentlemen, you can have a seat. Now I'd like to invite up Rob Jankowski, the chaplain for the Whitestown Fire Department, for the invocation.
Good evening. Thank you to the families for these last 18 weeks of sacrifice. And to the recruits, thank you for your hard work and dedication. And thank you from one of the citizens represented in the communities that you've sworn to protect. We thank you. Let's pray. Father, we are grateful tonight for the bright future that lies ahead of these recruits. We are grateful for the departments that are ready to receive them and train them. Father, we're grateful for your protection of them and their families, and we ask for that protection. Thank you for the sacrifice they've already made and the sacrifice they're committed to continue making. We are grateful communities represented here, and we give our thanks in Jesus' name. Amen.
Now I'd like to invite our keynote speaker up. Governor Eric Holcomb appointed Joel Thacker as the Executive Director of the Department of Homeland Security for Indiana in June of 2022. He served as Indiana State Fire Marshal from 2020 to 2022. Director Thacker has completed 31 years in the public service and served as the Fire Chief for the Plainfield Fire Territory before his appointment in the State Fire Marshal's Office. Ladies and gentlemen, Director Joel Thacker.
Well, good evening. First of all, I would like to call a little audible and ask all of our academy instructors, evaluators, proctors, and those who participated in the completion of this academy over the last 18 weeks to please stand. And anyone out in the audience there. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you. You know, these instructors have worked very hard, sacrificed an incredible amount of personal time to ensure that the last several weeks of this academy have been successful. You know, just going into the pomp and circumstance here tonight, they didn't just throw this together here in the last minute. A lot of planning, preparation goes into that. Every minute of the course, from the first day of the classroom till the very end of all the hands-on instruction, it's critical. And in those circumstances, those live fire training circumstances, a lot of things can happen and go wrong. So a lot of attention to detail. So I'm grateful for the men and women that helped us get here tonight. But distinguished guests, brothers, sisters of Fire and Emergency Services, family, friends, and yes, recruits, there are many wonderful events that we celebrate in Fire and Emergency Services. Promotion of individuals to different ranks within our organizations, and recognizing and celebrating retirements in our profession, and also hiring new personnel. You know, successfully completing a hiring process and initial training is something that many men and women dream about. Something they aspire to do as they want to work in this profession. We're going to think back to day one a couple of times here tonight. So day one, probably all smiles, excitement, ready to go. You know, you were ready to be a firefighter, EMT, paramedic. You know, you look at that schedule and you think, 18 weeks, graduation, and you're looking at months. And then day 1, day 2 through day 5 come and go, and you realize that graduation is a lot further away than you thought. You stop counting weeks, and you start counting days. Remember day 1. Probably look a little different now. You've changed, you've grown, you've learned things about yourself. You've been challenged, and you've overcome. For you see, there's no room for almost. We do not accept I can't or good enough in this profession. Today, we're not celebrating the end of something, we're celebrating the beginning. And this is one additional step in a long journey, a journey of highs and lows. You will witness the best of humanity as well as the worst. You'll be called upon to step in at a moment's notice to answer the call. That call will expose you to a wide variety of situations, some simple and others complex. Some situations you will be able to fix, others you will not. But at all times, you will be expected to make the situation better than you found it. You'll learn from all the situations that you encounter, but very few will be the same. Always be mindful of the impact you have on the lives of others. In times of crisis, people will look to you for strength and reassurance. Your actions can be a beacon of hope in their darkest hours, a reminder that heroes do exist in this world. As you leave this academy, remember the values instilled in you during your training: teamwork, discipline, and a commitment to continuous learning. Not unlike your instructors and agency fire chiefs, I have a few expectations of you. First of all, lead yourself. Get up every morning, look in the mirror, and make sure that you are mentally ready to face whatever comes your way. Ensure that you are fully prepared to assist your team, your organizations, and your community. Number 2, be nice. Sounds easy, sounds simple, but it's not. You know, you're going to encounter individuals that are going to want to fight you, they're going to want to spit on you, they're going to want to say disparaging remarks towards you. And many of these individuals suffer from mental illness, substance abuse. But be nice, be professional, and help them through their troubled time. Number 3 is to be honest. Admit if you don't know how to do something. Admit when you're wrong. Take responsibility for your errors. Every day is an opportunity to learn and grow. Work hard. I know the last few weeks here I've been really interested in the 24-hour training component of your academy. I don't know that I've ever heard that. So that's outside the box thinking. I think it's incredible to prepare you for that. But you will not find success in this career by taking the easy way out. There are days when you will not feel like training in the classroom or on the drill ground. You will not feel like exercising to stay in good mental and physical shape. Fight through those feelings and persevere. And make good choices. Remember that you are not just representing yourself. You are representing your organizations and your community at all times. And certainly the family and friends that are gathered here tonight to witness this graduation. So think about that before you go out to have a good time. And remember that before you post a message on social media or send that email. And finally, stay focused, mission focused. Remember why you're here. Remember why you decided to take this job. Remember that oath that you've taken. Focus on that and block out other distractions. So let's think back to your first day. You probably talked about passion. Well, the public needs a public safety organization that is passionate about service. The public doesn't care about the color of fire trucks. They don't care about ISO ratings. They are passionate about individuals who show up and take care of business. If you can't help the patient, help the family. Be passionate about learning. Be passionate about physical fitness. Be passionate about mental fitness. Be passionate about your brothers and sisters. You know, looking around here and the years I've had in in public safety have been fantastic, and I see a lot of familiar faces. And I know many of the individuals sitting on the stage, down here in the front row and in the audience, they've worked hard, and they have sacrificed a great deal through decades to be where we are tonight. So, ensure that that sacrifice doesn't go in vain. Don't lose your passion, and don't let anyone take it away. In conclusion, graduates, I have unwavering faith in your abilities, and I know that you will make a profound difference in the lives of countless individuals. Always uphold their ideals of honor, integrity, and service as you step into the line of duty. Congratulations, and may your courage and compassion be a guiding light in the face of adversity. Thank you.
We're now going to have the fire chiefs up for the individual departments that are represented by the recruits on the stage. The first that will be speaking is Chief Chuck Batts with the City of Lebanon Fire Department.
Good evening, everyone. A very wise fire chief once told me, anytime that you're addressing a captive audience, to be brief, brother, so the walk-up might take longer than this. I'd like to be the first one tonight, and it's an honor to do so, to thank the amazing staff of the Northside Fire Academy. I just look back here, and I'm just in awe of the years of experience and just the heart and dedication. And I would like to thank the recruits. Your passion and dedication was well on display. I have no doubt the future of the fire service is in good hands. Recruits, be a good steward of your reputation in the fire service. You are in charge of it. Do not let mediocrity and complacency find its way into your career. If you do, others will assign you your reputation, and it will be very difficult to shed. I'd like to pull a few thoughts from the ethos of the Navy SEALs, and without a doubt, I feel like these remarks really pertain to the fire service. Uncompromising integrity is my standard. My character and honor are steadfast. My word is my bond. I will never quit. I persevere and thrive on adversity. My nation expects me to be physically harder and mentally stronger than my enemies. Recruits, I ask you to look to strong, skilled, and ethical leadership within your department. Become the firefighter others can look to see how to act. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you are done. The weak make decisions based on how they feel. The disciplined do hard things regardless of how they feel. To the men and women of the Northside Fire Academy, your future is now.
Now we have Chief Robert Gaylor, City of Westfield Fire Department.
Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, recruits, today's a momentous occasion as we gather to celebrate the culmination of your hard work and dedication. I stand before you with immense pride and admiration for the journey that you have undertaken to become firefighters. I've had the opportunity to work alongside in the Recruit Academy a couple times the last 18 weeks, and it reminds me of a story. We have a tradition that we do at the end of the academy when they finish their 24-hour shift, and it's the exchanging of a shirt. They enter one of our fire containers. They meet with the instructor cadre. They get a one-on-one. Fire chiefs have no idea what they're saying. Words of wisdom, I'm sure. Maybe some inside jokes that we're not on that level to understand. But at the end of it, the recruit comes out of the box wearing their red shirt. They take it off. They put it in a barrel. put on their fire department shirt and become a firefighter. The cool thing about that experience is I got to see the emotion, the relief, the thanks, the football spike, all culminate through a variety of recruits, men and women, as they completed the task. Welcome to the family. Obviously, you're going to hear a lot of parroting from the fire chiefs as we stand here about thanking the instructors, the rules, or the years of dedicated fire service and the knowledge that they imparted on the recruits. I, too, am going to do that. Instructors, thank you for what you've done. I want to call out the EMS Chief, Patrick Hutchison from the Westwood Fire Department. He headed up the EMS portion of this fire academy. For the second year in a row, we had a 100% pass rate on the EMS National Registry. It's unheard of, very difficult. Patrick, thank you. Throughout this rigorous and challenging process, you've exhibited unwavering determination, physical prowess, and unyielding commitment to serving others. You have demonstrated your ability to confront adversity head-on, to remain calm in the face of chaos. I think that's Chief Gibbons. And put the safety of others above your own. As you sit here today, remember to embark on your firefighter careers. Always remember the importance of the teamwork and camaraderie. In this noble profession, the bonds we forge with our colleagues are the foundation of our success. Together, we will face countless trials and triumphs. It is through unity we shall overcome any obstacle. Let us not forget the tremendous responsibility that accompanies the title of firefighter. You are entrusted with the lives and well-beings of those in our community. Every call you respond to, every blaze that you extinguish, every life that you save will leave an indelible mark on the people that you serve. As you venture into the field, always remember to prioritize safety, not only for those in distress, but also for your fellow firefighters. Strive to continuously learn and improve your skills, for knowledge is the most important weapon in this line of work. Today, you join the ranks of a long and storied tradition of firefighters and heroes who have come before you and will come after you. Embrace the legacy you inherit and carry it with pride and humility. In conclusion, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you. Your graduation from this fire academy is not the end of your training, but the beginning on a remarkable journey. Go forth with courage, compassion, a deep sense of purpose, knowing that you have the support and respect of this fire department and the entire community behind you. May you serve with honor, integrity, bravery. May your actions inspire others to follow in your footsteps. Congratulations and welcome to the family.
I call up Chief Josh Westrich, Fire Chief of the town of Whitestown Fire Department.
Good evening, everyone, recruits. First of all, I want to say what an honor it is for the Whitestown Fire Department to be a part of this Northside Fire Academy. I want to thank all the chiefs and your administrations for investing and believing in this collaborative effort to make happen, and it has truly been phenomenal. I believe that there's no question whatsoever that this academy is among the best of the best, and the instructor cadre's experience, dedication, and passion are at the core of its success. So thank you to all the instructors, all the assisting personnel that dedicated their time and effort to the academy, and I know it was well beyond the 18 weeks of the actual academy itself. Thank you to the families. This is one of the more important parts. Supporting your loved ones in their selfless desire to serve, which is arguably one of the hardest parts of this job. It is much appreciated. Now, turning my attention to the recruits, congrats. You've made it. You made it through. Welcome to the family. You know, I know it's been a long 18 weeks and undoubtedly plenty of up and downs to have to deal with. But tonight I would encourage you to remember this feeling and lock it in your memory. Being a firefighter is the best job in the world, but no career journey is perfect. Okay, you're going to need this memory to help push yourself to be the best you can be when the times aren't ideal. Always remember that no one forced you to become a firefighter. You chose this profession, and that already speaks volumes for your character, so embrace that. Embrace the fire service family tradition and brotherhood every day of your career. Keep it at the forefront, on duty and off. You've been tested for the last 18 weeks, and you will be continued to be tested again and again. Be there for each other, and know that others will be there for you. You have completed the foundation for the job, and now it's time to build upon it. Be proud of your accomplishments, be yourself, maintain honor, pride, duty, and courage. And I am honored to be able to call you my brothers and sister. So congratulations on a job well done.
Now we'll have Chief Jamie Van Gorder, Fire Chief, Town of Zionsville Fire Department.
Good evening. I'll begin my comments this evening with a number, and I'll end it with a number, and that number is 300. It has significant value. We gather here this evening to celebrate the hard work and dedication of the Northside Fire Academy 2023-01. These men and women from the four departments who have chosen to serve and protect their respective communities. I'd also like to recognize and thank the leadership from the Boone County Local 5195, Steve Hayes, Hamilton County Local 4416 President Jim Butts, as well as PFFUI President Tony Murray, PFFUI 5th District Vice President J.C. Mitchell, and their union officers and members for their continued support of this academy and their respective departments. Recruits, for the past 18 weeks, you have been through strenuous training, confirmed and proven your endurance, your agility, skills, competencies, and shown you have what it takes to work well as a team. Today, we congratulate you on your achievements and send you to your assigned shift. We welcome you to the fire department family. You see, not only do we welcome these 26 men and women as probationary firefighters into our family, but just as important, if not more important, is you, their families. We know that our men and women will spend 1/3, yes, 1/3 of their life serving our communities at our various fire stations. And being free from you during these times is difficult. We want you to know that we welcome you to stop by and visit with them at their fire stations while they're working, whether it's a holiday, an anniversary, or just an ordinary shift day. The firehouse is a lifestyle very few people know of. We'd ask that you please stop by and be a part of it. Your role in supporting, nurturing, and encouraging them is vitally important, just like their brothers and sisters here this evening in uniform. The items they will face throughout their careers are all too often unspeakable and heart-wrenching. They will need you to listen and support them. We are all a family and we must look out for one another. Even with these challenges, you are to be commended for your hard work and dedication over these past 130-some days. You have chosen the greatest job there is in the world. And remember, your training isn't over, it's just beginning. Be sure to aggressively pursue any and all training opportunities over the next 20+ years of your career. I'd like to conclude my comments where I started, and that was 300. We've heard that from several of the fire chiefs. I believe, and if I didn't miss somebody, I think there's a total of 13 instructors that were assigned to the Northside Fire Academy 2023. And if you were to add up the number of years of experience there are, it's 300. I'd like to go ahead and congratulate and thank the men and women of the instructors for putting on a magnificent 2023-01 recruit class. So thank you. Congratulations again. Thank you.
we have some training officer remarks that we're going to go to now. And instead of having all of the 13 of us get up here and speak, we decided to break it into EMS and fire. And we have a representative for the EMS side, and we have a representative from the fire side. So first we're going to do EMS, and I'd like to invite Chief Patrick Hutchinson, City of Westfield Fire Department. He was our EMT instructor.
Good evening. I want to start by saying that it's an honor to be up here representing the EMS division of the Westfield Fire Department, but also our partners at Zionsville, Whitestown, and Lebanon. Also want to talk about the people that are sitting on my left. I think one of the things that make the Northside Fire Academy so successful is we bring in people with different expertise and areas of interest from 4 different departments. And so the recruits get to benefit from that breadth of knowledge and skill. I want to take a second to personally thank the individuals, the EMS instructors that assisted with the EMT course. From the Westfield Fire Department, Captain Brandon Taylor, who's sitting up on the stage with us tonight, Captain Pam Taylor, Ryan Moore, Claude Headland, Josh Brown, Josh Schloma, and Taylor DeBond. For the Whitestown Fire Department, Chief Marty Wilkie, Tony Loninger, Kendrick Davis, and Josh Mast. Also from Indiana University Health, Brent Schnepp, and from the Hamilton County Health Department, Jim Ginder. The common perception is that the firefighters' primary tools are a fire hose and an axe, when in reality, everybody on the stage is just as familiar with the defibrillator, airway equipment, and emergency medications. The truth is that these probationary firefighters, the majority of the calls that they respond to will be medical emergencies, traumatic injuries, and the like. Interestingly, in fire departments in the United States, 65% of all 911 responses are medical in nature. So now to talk about the people on the right. We started April 3rd with 6 weeks of lectures, presentations, hands-on skills, simulations. With our team of instructors, we greeted the recruits every morning. They would start at 7 a.m. at Grand Park Sports Campus with some pretty rigorous physical fitness. And then they would shower and be in place for class at 8:30. And they were there for 8 hours. Many of them stayed past that time, and I'd leave the office late, and you'd oftentimes see them in there studying, writing on the whiteboard until sometimes 7 p.m. As was indicated, the students have to maintain a 75% average to continue in the program, and then they have to pass a cognitive exam. It's a national EMT certification exam, which is very, very difficult, and also a psychomotor skills exam. We were very pleased, 100% passed both exams, maintained that average. One of the inside jokes that I found out at the end of the class was an expression I apparently used a lot when they were doubting themselves or worried about these statistics of how difficult the National Registry was and the number of people that are unsuccessful. They would lament about that, and I guess I routinely told them I'm not worried. And so it got to be kind of a recurrent theme, but I wasn't worried. The integrity that this group demonstrated, the empathy, the hard work, the commitment, and especially the teamwork was very, very impressive. So I know myself and the other instructors, we never had a doubt that they would make it through, and very proud of them. As I would say, as you're on the threshold of your career in emergency services, you have a big commitment to respond to your communities when they face crisis. I'd say, remember, lifelong learning, it doesn't end here, it's just beginning. And to expand your knowledge, to sharpen your skills, and if you continue to do that, there's no doubt that you'll be excellent public safety professionals, and I'm not worried. Thank you.
Now for the fire department side, I'd like to invite Captain Matt Young, the City of Lebanon Fire Department, up.
Good evening. It's my distinct honor to speak on behalf of the Fire Academy staff. which consists of instructors from 4 of the greatest fire departments in the state of Indiana. Today marks a monumental milestone in the lives and careers of those seated behind me. The recruits of the Northside Fire Academy class of 2023 have endured 18 weeks of high-intensity, fast-paced basic training. We have tested their minds, bodies, spirits, and patience throughout the academy. And it is our hope we have prepared them for the challenges they will face throughout their careers in the greatest profession in the world. We are here tonight, of course, to celebrate those seated on stage as they transition from recruits to probationary firefighters. However, we all know they would not have made it here alone. First and foremost, the instructors would like to take a moment and recognize all the family members in the crowd. The love, support, and patience you have shown your loved one has undoubtedly helped each recruit and instructor persevere throughout the academy. Early mornings, long days, and sleepless nights take as much a toll on the family as they do the firefighter. So we thank you for your sacrifice. We would also like to thank you for placing your trust in us as instructors, that we would teach, guide, and protect each recruit and provide a solid foundation on which to build a long, happy, and healthy career. For that, we extend our most humble gratitude. We would like to acknowledge the chiefs and administrative staff of each department represented this evening. The Academy is a collaborative effort between the Westfield, Whitestown, Zionsville, and Lebanon Fire Departments, and each chief has done an outstanding job providing support, resources, facilities, and advice to our instructors and recruits. Our success as Academy instructors is the direct result of the leadership and culture the fire chiefs have created within their respective organizations. And now to the recruits. By graduating from the Fire Academy, you have reached the first of many career milestones. Despite illness, injuries, you have endured difficult physical conditioning, fast-paced skills drills, and an intense scrutiny from the instructor cadre. Most of you even managed to stay awake during class lectures, which is a major accomplishment in itself. You entered the academy on day 1 with little to no knowledge or experience and have emerged today as capable probationary firefighters, most of you. Throughout class, a banner hung at the front of the classroom which read, 1% better every day. Though there were days you struggled to meet that minimum threshold, the law of averages prevailed and each of you improved your skills and knowledge exponentially. Of course, there were moments where counseling was necessary. Dad talks from Chief Owens, sarcastic scolding from Instructor Shell and Pataki, Instructor Kuhnfield, who wasn't mad, he was just very disappointed, Chief Johnson, who was mad because one of you broke something, colorful motivational speeches from Captain Miller, lessons learned from Chief Hart, who usually was the most level-headed of us all, and of course, the occasional explosive fit of rage from yours truly. Regardless of the counseling methods we employed, you were all quick to recognize and correct any mistakes, and for that, we're proud of you. It's often said that the key to proficiency on the fire ground is repetitive training. All of us on stage can confirm, beyond with a shadow of a doubt, those repetitions were achieved during this academy. Throughout the 12-week fire school, recruits collectively fought 111 fires, including a new Northside Fire Academy record of 28 fires in a single day, and performed extrication on 37 vehicles. Additionally, recruits participated in countless drills involving hose line advancement, search and rescue, ventilation, and the dreaded RIT week. During our recent 24-hour shifts, I overheard a group of recruits referring to our search and rescue week as the week that never ended, because we made them search over and over and over. The muscle memory and practical experience those repetitions provided proved their worth during the 24-hour shift as recruits pushed through exhaustion and fatigue to respond to 31 emergencies during their tour of duty. The drills performed during training will continue to aid each firefighter as they progress in their fire service careers. To close, I would like to leave the recruits with an old fire service saying, "Let no man's ghost return to say his training let him down." Use the lessons you learned here to guide you as you fulfill your oath to protect the public. Though your basic training is complete, you must continue to train like your lives depend on it, because they do. It is truly an honor and privilege to serve as your instructors, and on behalf of the entire instructor staff, I extend my most sincere congratulations to each of you and wish you all the best as you embark on the greatest journey of your lives.
I'm not sure they were dad talks. Okay. So now we're going to do what you all came here for. We're going to pin the badges on the recruits. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to do it by department. So the very first department that we're going to pin is Lebanon Fire. So if you are going to pin your recruit's badge on, we're going to ask that you go over here to the left side wall. We're going to have an instructor there that's going to help get you in order. We're going to bring the fire chief up on stage. We're going to read your recruit's name. You'll come up on stage, you'll pin their badge on them, and then you'll exit to the stage, and the recruit will remain on stage. I hope that was clear as mud. So if you're pinning your Lebanon Fire Department recruits, you can get up now and move to the stage over here against the wall so we can get you lined up. Okay, the first recruit is going to be from Lebanon, City of Lebanon Fire Department is Spencer Gooley.
You know that EMS training we talked about?
The next recruit for the Lebanon City Fire Department, Joshua Messersmith. Picture. The next recruit, Catherine Polican. The next recruit, Tyler Rigdon. Okay, now we're going to pin Westfield Fire Department. So if you're pinning your Westfield Fire Department recruit, please make your way to the stage. Okay, the first recruit for the Westfield Fire Department is Dylan Absher. The next recruit for the Westfield Fire Department, Patrick Brennan. Next recruit, Evan Cast. The next recruit, Logan Sienas. Next recruit, Kevin Hart. The next recruit, Christopher Hoover. Next recruit, Quentin James. Jeffrey Johnson. Brody Kirby. Randy Cook. Nicholas Masterson. Adam Pongras. Adam Rude. Mason Schroeder. Caleb Vanderwall. Now we're going to pin the Whitestown Fire Department recruit. So if you're pinning your recruit, please make your way to the wall. First Whitestown Fire Department recruit, Austin Miller. Jackson Clifford. Corey Mount. Now we'll be pinning the Zionsville Fire Department recruits. So if you're pinning your Zionsville Fire Department recruit, please make your way over to the wall. First Zionsville recruit, Austin Alcorn. Trey Cobb. Xavier Davis. Jesse Felmy. Didn't miss anybody, did we? Okay, everybody got a badge? Perfect. Whew, my job is done. Okay, so now we're going to have the recruit remarks for the academy. So probationary firefighter Joshua Messersmith is going to add those remarks.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I am honored and humbled to be selected by my peers to speak this evening. First and foremost, I'd like to take time to thank our friends, families, and most importantly, the EMS and fire instructors and crews who've all dedicated their time, effort, and energy into this entire academy. We are here today because of everything you have all done for us. Big dogs, we made it. It's been a long 18 weeks. I'm glad to have completed these with you guys. Today marks the end of a long and challenging journey, but is also just the beginning of a new exciting chapter in our lives. We have all grown so much from the beginning. We are certified firefighters and EMTs today. It wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth it. The mornings at Grand Park were ones to remember. Who remembers doing jumping jacks again and again and again until we were finally in sync? I think we completed 200 jumping jacks before most people had their first cup of coffee that morning. I think the world's greatest stretch alone could have passed as a workout. Who else loved the group runs? I don't know about you guys, but I'm still trying to figure out what 70 to 80% of my sprint exactly looks like. I will always remember Chief Hutchinson saying, "Oh, I'm not worried." Well, Chief, some of us were just a little worried throughout the entire EMT course. Whether it was what we're going to be doing for PT the next morning or how we'll pass the next test. All jokes aside, the Northside Fire Academy instructors are second to none. While some of the trainings were mentally and physically exhausting, the instructors pushed us to be our best and helped develop strong foundations as new firefighters. Some things required talent, some required brute strength, and most required technique. While the instructors have taught us a lot in these last few weeks, here's some things that require zero talent and will help us as new firefighters. Be early. Have a positive body language. Be coachable. Be humble. Be prepared. Love the career and be passionate about what you do. If you do these things, you'll have a great chance of having a successful career. We were all basically strangers when the academy first started, hence why I called everyone Big Dog. It was extremely hard to remember the packing list for the next day, let alone try to remember 26 new names. Now I can say that is not the case. 18 weeks later, I finally know everyone's names. But I will always refer to you as Big Dog whenever I see you in the streets. In the short time that we have been together, I've sang karaoke with some of you, I've been fishing with some of you, some of us have gotten dinner and drinks, I've had the opportunity to celebrate some birthdays with some of you. To me, these are just a few examples of brotherhood. We got together outside of a work environment and decompressed for the academy. Brotherhood is essential to have in the fire service. It can be described as a sense of family, where our family will look out for each other through the good times and bad. Brotherhood is developed through teamwork, trust, communication, and shared experiences. We as firefighters will work long hours, face dangerous situations that'll take a toll on us, and the brotherhood will help us stay focused and motivated. While we have just started our careers, we will always look back on this academy and recruit class. It was some of the most challenging yet rewarding parts of our lives when we all relied on each other at one point in time. I encourage you to continue building relationships with your crew just like you did in the academy. Here's a quote from David Goggins. No matter what you or I achieve in life, whether it's in our career, hobbies, or life in general, we can't be satisfied. Life is a dynamic game and you're either getting better or you're getting worse. We can always become stronger and more agile physically and mentally. We can always become more capable and reliable. This quote can tie into everything we have learned in the academy. Continue to work on your physical and mental fitness, work on all the perishable skills that we learned, educate yourselves on new buildings going up in your area, attend specialized courses and conferences. Always continue to work and build your arsenal of tactics and strategies. You don't have to love the grind, you just have to crave the end result. Chief Batts, Chief Westrich, Chief Gaylor, Chief Van Gorder, thank you for providing us with some of the most knowledgeable instructors. Thank you for setting a standard for them and having the instructors hold us to that standard as well. Class, thank you for the friends and memories I've made in the past few months. I'm going to miss being around you guys every day. I'm going to miss yelling, "Yes, sir," whenever Instructor Show is talking to us. I'm going to miss eating flat meat sandwiches and lounging with Stevie during lunch. I'm going to miss the Crackle Barrel breakfasts, even if we were almost late a few times. I'm going to miss our walks. Maybe not those, but you guys get the point. I encourage you to continue to learn and grow throughout your career. Always strive to be the best firefighter you can be, and I think it is safe to say we found another gear. Thank you. On behalf of the Northside Fire Academy class of 2023, as a token of appreciation, we want to recognize some of our instructors who sacrificed their time and shared their immense knowledge with us so we could serve our respective communities. At this time, we're going to start with Whitestown. Chief Lanham. Please come on up. Instructor Shell. Chief Owens. Chief Westrich. Instructor Pataki. This time, we'll be moving on with Lebanon. Chief Batts. Captain Young. At this time, we'll be moving on with Westfield. Chief Gaylor. Chief Johnson. Captain Brandon Taylor. Chief Hutchinson. Captain Miller. At this time, we'll be moving on with Zionsville. Chief Van Gorder. Chief Sparks. Chief Gibbons. Instructor Hart. Instructor Kuhnfield.
Guys got anything else to give out? Okay. All right. So now we're going to have firefighter Sam Shell come up for the recruit awards.
Good evening. Before I get started, I have one last assignment for the class. Class attention. Please retrieve and retire your flag. So I have 3 awards for the candidates. We'll start with the Benjamin Franklin Academic Excellence Award. The recipient of this award is chosen by the... Oh. We'll get there. Have a seat. Sorry, sweaty palms, I get nervous. So we'll start with the Benjamin Franklin Award. The recipient of this award is chosen by the respective departments' deputy chiefs of operations and division chiefs of training. This award is given to the recruit earning the highest grade point average in both EMT and fire school. This year we really had to watch the scores really closely. It was a battle back and forth. It was a very close race. The winner this year beat out the number 2 spot by 0.5%. Very close. This recruit finished the class with a class average of 95.5%. So the Benjamin Franklin Academic Excellence Award goes to Trey Cobb. I'll wait until he gets seated. The next one is Firefighter of the Cycle. The recipient of this award is chosen by the Recruit Academy lead instructors. That'd be all of us. Not only has this recruit improved in a variety of areas such as academic or physical ability, but has contributed to the improvement of their team, field work, and attitude. This is a very hard one to pick. All of you have improved in many different ways, especially in 18 weeks. From where you started to where you are now. Huge improvement for sure. But one of them stuck out to us this year. Firefighter Corey Mount. The last one is the Flame Inspirational Award. This one, the instructors had nothing to do with. The recipient of this award was chosen by their fellow recruits. Throughout the Recruit Academy, the receiver has demonstrated quality characteristics that inspire other recruits to prevail during challenging times or personal crisis. This recruit demonstrates integrity, aware of the choices they make and take responsibility for the course of action they have chosen. This recruit is a team player. He supports others, helping them perform at their best, takes advantage of personal strengths to improve the team's performance, motivates fellow recruits to contribute, makes the team stronger and more competent, carrying the team to the next level. This recruit demonstrates friendship. Most importantly, the award recipient is a friend and sensitive to feelings and needs of others. This recruit was chosen by their fellow recruits. Firefighter Jackson Clifford. He's got to stay up here for just a little bit longer. So the flag that they retired was actually signed by everybody in the class. This is also yours.
Okay, now we're going to do the class video.
The last 18 weeks have been pretty incredible. We've had top-notch training, starting with EMS with Chief Hutchison and his crew, and then we went right into fire training here for the last 12 weeks. We've been challenged physically, mentally, some people emotionally a little bit. I mean, it's been really good.
Throughout the academy, the amount of experience that we've been granted to be able to obtain has been tremendous. They've supplied us with every opportunity to become confident with the skills.
It was definitely a struggle at the beginning, just getting back into the rhythm of one, working out, but two, going to school again and learning a bunch of the new things.
I came in with almost zero knowledge about EMS or the fire service as far as the ins and outs of it. So I've learned everything, and my knowledge is really expanded. I've made some great friends. The instructors are going to be some great mentors for me going forward.
I think probably the hardest and toughest week was probably RIT week.
RIT week was by far the most challenging week.
Yeah, there were some challenging ones. RIT week was one of them. They kind of hyped that one up to be very challenging, and it is, which it should be because of what we're training for, which is to save one of our own.
Probably the biggest highlight for me was probably RIT week, just seeing how everyone came together as a team, and I think it just really bonded our class. I think another big highlight for me is just anytime we've gotten to do live burns. I don't think there's very many things that you can experience like the adrenaline rush of rushing into a burning structure, even if it is a training fire.
I remember the first week we did hose deployment. Looking back now, not that difficult of a week, but in that moment, seeing fire for the first time, like where you actually are putting it out, that was pretty stressful for me. I made some mistakes that week in loading the hose and unloading it, and that was like my most stressful period because I was like, man, I don't know if I'm cut out for this. And here we are at the end.
I've definitely seen a change from where we were week 1 to now. The teamwork, the communication, helping each other out.
We definitely came together as a class. You know, when you first start, you don't really know each other. You don't even know each other's names. We had one guy who just called everybody Big Dog because he didn't know their names.
You know, when we started out, everyone struggled in different areas, whether it be in the classroom or maybe some of the physical stuff. Just seeing the growth that we've had as a class, the areas I might not have as been as strong in, I've had people pick me up, and then vice versa.
It was just like the Marine Corps for me. It's a brotherhood and sisterhood. When going through all this stuff, you only have that other person there with you, going through it with you. So you just build that bond together. And I think over the past 18 weeks, we've literally just become as close as family. Like, I would call any of these guys my brothers and sister, and that we would do anything together. I would go into any fire or anything for them, and I know they would do the same thing for me.
We have 4 different departments here, people from all different backgrounds. We have prior military, we have guys that came from the business world, some younger guys that might have just graduated high school a few years ago. Just seeing how much we've been able to grow together, I think we're all really close. I think of these guys as some of my best friends.
I think this has just really prepared me for after Friday, and it feels real now.
We've had some people that they sat back and thought that they just couldn't do what we were asking. So we would sit down with them and kind of break it down and show them these are the steps you need to take to get to that point. And now, 18 weeks later, it just clicks. We throw these scenarios at them with little to no direction, and they're taking all these photographic memories that they have from the past 18 weeks and creating a slideshow of their own and rolling into it.
The growth's been incredible. A lot of our recruits had zero experience in the fire service. So to see them basically from the ground up develop as firefighters, it's really been pretty incredible.
I would say that they're probably their own worst critic, worse than they think we are. But at the end of the day, you know, they wouldn't be able to get to this point if they weren't performing at a high level.
I think we've seen a lot of growth as far as a team, understanding that everything about this job is a team versus an individual. And not one can solve the problem. It's going to take more than one. So I think they've grown as a team. I think they've matured. I think they've refined their skills as they've went from week 1 up to week 18.
I think they've grown in a lot of aspects. You talk about physical, mental, anything from PT through all the EMT, all that stuff. Skill-wise, it's been night and day. They started out really kind of deer in the headlights look at times, just trying to take it all in, and we throw a lot at them really quickly. You've seen them have their ups and their downs, their challenges through it, but they've stepped up to the plate. They've gained those skills and they put it all together, and we're starting to kind of see all of it now at the end really come together, and it's been pretty awesome to see as an instructor.
What I would say to the recruits as their career progresses is remember the way that they feel today, the pride and the excitement and the anxiousness. Remember that feeling and carry that with you throughout your career. It's really easy as time goes on in the fire service for firefighters to become a little bit stagnant, but I think if they hold on to the feelings that they're having right now, that excitement, that anxiousness, wanting to show up to work and wanting to just see what the day brings them, and continuing to train and work hard the way they have in the academy, if they can bring half of that energy to the rest of their career, they're going to be set and they're going to be very successful.
Love this job, and when you walk in the door on your first day, let that just be the start and the growth of your career. Always be that guy that's willing to learn and train. I encourage you to make sure that each day you want, and even on your off days, want to learn more, grow, and become better. As it goes by quickly, I felt like I just started, and now I'm over 16 years into it, and before I know it, I'm going to be one out, and I just hope that we'll teach you and mold you through your career so that you can be the next guy in the Northside Fire Academy teaching these next new young guys.
These recruits have not understood my sarcasm from day one. I can be kind of dry at times. Every class so far, I've created a motto for that class. So this year I gave them a kind of a task and a motto. Just be better. Every single day, be better than you were the day before. Never mattered how great they did on anything that we've thrown at them. I told them, hey, you guys did okay, but be better. And I think a lot of them kind of take that to heart and understood that I'm not just being sarcastic when I say it. It's, we have to get better every single day. We have to learn. And I think these guys and girls have done a great job of that.
It took you 18 weeks to get here, and there's a lot of people that have participated. There's a lot of people that have, 40 years experience that are still learning. So the thing you cannot do in this job is just because you got through recruit class or just when you get to the point of getting promoted, doesn't matter. If you get to the point you feel that you know everything there is to know about this job, probably need to find another job. But this job should be training knowledge constantly until the day you decide you're ready to hang it up.
Just cherish every single day. This job is something that it will give you everything back that you put into it. And if you show up every day, you put your best foot forward, you train, and again, you give it everything you have, it'll be the best time of your life. There's very few opportunities in this world to do something that you love unequivocally, and this job is one of them. It's not one of those jobs where I think you just want to get in and get out. It's when you get in and you go, I don't want to get out, because it's the greatest thing in the world.
Now I'd like to invite Rob Jankowski back up to the stage for the benediction.
Can we thank the recruits one more time? Also like to thank the Northside Fire Academy for putting this evening together, because it's a memory for the recruits on days that they're going to need it, but it's also a time for you to come together to celebrate your family member for their achievement. Can we thank them? Let's pray together. God, we thank you for a night to celebrate. We need nights like this. We need nights to pause and to say thank you for the accomplishment particularly tonight of this recruiting class. Thank you for their hard work and effort, their perseverance. Thank you that they didn't quit, that they had a vision bigger than the academy, of a career of serving their community. On behalf of those communities, God, we're just grateful for men and women who are willing to sacrifice on our behalf. God, we thank you for the instructors who gave of their time and their talent, their resources, to better this recruiting class and prepare them. And God, we ask you to protect them. We ask your hand of protection to be on each one of these recruits throughout their career. Give them wisdom and discernment to make wise choices, to discern what to do and when to put their training into practice. And God, we ask you as well to protect their departments. Help them to support one another, to be a brotherhood, to not hold anything in, but to be open about their struggles, knowing that they have the help that they need around them. And God, thank you again for tonight and for all that you've done, and we give our thanks in Jesus' name. Amen.
Recruits, attention. Ladies and gentlemen, fire chiefs, members of the departments that are here tonight, I'd like to introduce to you the graduating class of the Northside Fire Academy 2023-01 that are now probationary firefighters. Recruits, you are now dismissed to your respective departments. Ladies and gentlemen, as the recruits leave the building, there are light refreshments out in the lobby. Please go out there and spend time with your recruits.
Taking all the sunshine, bottle up the rain. Go where the wind blows, let it show the way. Open all the windows, let in all the light. You can pull the stars down, paint the perfect sky. So go and write your song. The world will sing along. Oh, life's what you make it. Oh, it's yours for the taking. You can test the water, might as well jump in. And we don't know where we'll end up, you might as well begin. Memories you're making, you frame inside your heart. In the middle of a nowhere, so somewhere you can start. So go and write your song. The world will sing along. Oh, life's what you make it. Oh, it's yours for the taking. Go and write your own song. All the world will sing along. And when you find your melody, we'll join in harmony. Oh, life's what you make it. Oh, life's what you make it. Taking all the sunshine, bottle up the rain. Go where the wind blows, let it show the way.